Hello and welcome. According to the Pathfinder poll application, in this video I'm going to review number 348, and next Tuesday I'm going to review number 347. So let's come to this video's topic. We have three projects in hand to review. Their names are Astar, ZK Swap Finance, and Cadena. I already have my Excel file ready, and the first criteria, like always, ranking. So Astar is located around 160, Cadena is located around 300, and both projects are getting orange mark because they are located closer to the top 100. They need to work harder to increase their ranking. ZK Swap Finance is located around 1600 and it is getting a green mark since it has a long way in front of it. Next criteria is category. While trying to understand the category, let's check the web pages and let's understand the basics of the projects. Let's start with Astar. Astar is a layer 1 blockchain which is supporting smart contracts. And this layer 1 blockchain is a multi-chain actually, and it is using ZK technology with the support of both Polkadot and Ethereum. So it has a complex infrastructure actually, but Astar has a very significant, very important system on top of it. And it is, you can find a link under ecosystem, app staking. You can stake your tokens on the applications which is built on top of Astar. And this is creating a sustainable decentralized application development journey. So Astar is a good layer 1 project. The criteria of category is coming to the layer 1 plus smart contract, and it is getting a fully green mark. ZK Swap Finance is a DeFi protocol, decentralized finance protocol on top of ZK Sync layer 2 rollup. So if we want to understand ZK Swap, first we need to have a little bit understanding about the ZK Sync project. ZK Sync project is a layer 2 rollup, a layer 2 chain on top of Ethereum, which can connect to the other chains as well. And ZK Swap Finance is a decentralized finance protocol on top of this layer 2 rollup or blockchain, whatever you call. It has multiple systems, DeFi systems, and it is still growing, creating new applications on top of it. So according to this information, ZK Swap Finance category is DeFi, which is getting fully green mark as well. The next one is Cadena. So Cadena is a layer 1 blockchain as well, and it is also a multi-chain. All the chains are working with proof of work mechanism. They can connect to each other, they can communicate. It is creating a scalable infrastructure with the support of proof of work mechanism. And plus, Cadena is supporting smart contracts with their own language, which is called as Pact, which is closer to the human reading and writing skills. So according to this information, Cadena is a layer 1 plus smart contract project as well, which is getting fully green mark as well. Next criteria is circulation percentages. Astar circulation percentage is around 7p, which is getting fully green mark. ZK Swap is a young project with a circulation percentage around 40%, which is getting light green mark, and Cadena circulation is around 25%, which is getting orange mark. Next criteria is the ages of the project. These ages are calculated on CoinGecko. So Astar is a 2.5 years old project, which is getting fully green mark. Cadena is also getting a fully green mark with 4.5 years. ZK Swap Finance is a young project with an age of 1 year old. Next criteria is the exchanges. Astar and Cadena are located on many exchanges, which is getting fully green mark with full. ZK Swap Finance is getting still a fully green mark, but the situation is middle. It has been listed on some exchanges. You can call 4 or 5. According to the GitHub, all projects are updating their GitHub posts. Astar and Cadena getting fully green mark with the situation is good. But for ZK Swap Finance, it is getting a light green mark with the situation as middle. According to the Twitter, blog, and YouTube, all these 3 projects situation is good and they're getting all fully green mark on Twitter, blog, and YouTube. According to the scope, so when I say scope, please consider everything: documentation, applications, code amounts, GitHub situation, website, the team, etc. You can call everything. So Astar, ZK, Swap Finance, and Cadena, all these 3 projects scopes are large and getting fully green mark. But we need to understand one thing: Astar's scope is larger than the others, and Cadena's and ZK Swap Finance's scopes are close to each other, but still Cadena is in the front a little bit. So according to the team situation, Astar and Cadena has some famous people in their team, which is getting fully green mark with a good situation. For ZK Swap Finance, the team is trying to stay behind the scenes, but they're still giving their names, and if you check online, you can find some information about them, but the situation is middle, which is getting light green mark. So we have tried to understand the basics of the projects. Now let's try to comment on these projects with the most important positive and negative parts. So for Astar, the model is extremely good. The crypto industry needs systems like the Astar's DF staking system, which is carrying the Astar nowadays, and I believe it will carry so much long. But as we have mentioned before, Astar has been connected with Ethereum on the left side, with Polkadot on the right side, and it is using zk-swap technology as well. The infrastructure is extremely complex for a newcomer. This is the negative part of the Astar. For ZK Swap Finance, the technology is very good. The technology which is coming from ZK Sync Layer 2 rollup is extremely good, and ZK Swap Finance has been built on top of it. That is why the transactions are extremely fast and the fees are extremely low. The technology is new technology, but the adoption with this new technology is kind of slow because crypto industry, the users, the communities are not ready for this technology yet. But in the future, it's gonna be beneficial if it works. So the next one is the Cadena. Cadena's technology is a good technology as well. It is not as new as ZK Swap Finance, but it is still a great technology which has been built for the last 5 years, and it is still using the proof of work technology which is coming from Bitcoin itself, and on top of that it is supporting smart contracts with a unique language. These things are really great, but the crypto industry is not ready yet for this project as well. So the adoption for ZK Swap Finance and Cadena is the negative thing that we need to be careful on. So now let's try to say something on the prices of these projects. So for Astar, the progress is good. For ZK Swap Finance, the progress is enough. For Cadena, the progress is a bit lower than enough. While knowing all these basics, comments, and the progress information, for me, Astar project has a great potential. I believe one day Astar will move inside of top 100 and will stay inside of that place. So I believe in the next bull run, Astar has a potential to grow, then stay in that point. For ZK Swap Finance, as you can see in the last 1 year, there are significant price moves. According to this information, we need to be very careful on this project. This project can do anything in the coming months to upwards or downwards. We do not know because the price level 1 year ago was extremely low, but nowadays ZK Swap Finance and ZK Sync Layer 2 rollup is becoming more popular slowly. If you ask me, this project has a great potential plus has a great risk. But if you ask me, the location, the ranking is a bit lower than it should be. So it has still some potential. For Cadena, the circulation supply is not increasing fast, and the total supply is maximum supply is fixed. For the last 5 years, the team did not change this thing, and I believe they will not change this in the future as well. And while they are trying to enlarge their ecosystem, so they're struggling, but they're still working on it. And if the bull market hits hard, I believe this project has a potential to jump significantly in the price like it did before. Aim it to the tokenomics of the project with the increased level of circulation supply. So the project is keeping its potential, but while the crypto industry is moving sideways, the project is suffering a lot. We need to be careful on that one as well. So for these projects, that is all I can say. Please do not forget, I'm not a financial advisor, and the things I tell in the videos is not financial advice. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.